Good afternoon everyone. Today we are going to discuss about the heat emergencies. A situation where the body temperature increases. Perspiration is the body main method of regulating its temperature. As sweat evaporates off the skin, heat is taken with it, as a result cooling down the body. If this method is impaired or it cannot keep up, the body will quickly overheat. What is hypothermia? The body temperature increases more than 98.6 degrees Fahrenheit or 37 degrees Celsius. As sweat evaporates off the skin and heat is taken with it. As a result, cooling down the body. Okay. What are the causes? Exercising in hot, humid and or polluted weather and becoming dehydrated. Drinking alcohol, caffeinated, carbonated drinks, and overusing saunas, wet pools, and warm environments such as gyms, aerobic classes. These all are under causes of heat emergencies. There are three levels of heat emergencies: cramps, heat cramps, and next one exhaustion and stroke. First one, cramps. Causes of leg cramps: dehydration or inadequate intake of water. And next one, depleted levels of potassium and sodium. And some older age people may affect that leg pains. You see, older people, they don't have calcium supplementation and they weak of calcium levels. That's why they are prone to get leg pains. And depleted carbohydrate levels, sugar levels will be down, and after that tense or stiff muscles. And vitamin deficiencies may also cause cramps. Vitamin deficiencies, okay. Poor blood circulation also causes cramps, and anemic persons also may cause to get this leg cramps. Okay. Dehydration, depleted levels of potassium and sodium, and depleted carbohydrate levels. And next one, vitamin deficiencies, poor blood circulation. These are all the causes of leg cramps. And next one, treatment. What is the main treatment? Gently massage affected area. Okay, and slowly rehydrate with water, juice, or sport drinks. Rest for a couple of hours. Okay, you must take rest while leg cramps will be there. You must take rest and rehydrate with water, juice, or sport drinks, and avoid alcohol and caffeine or carbonated drinks. Okay, this is the treatment for leg cramps. And next one, heat exhaustion. Heat exhaustion is a heat related illness that can occur after you have been exposed to high temperatures. There are two types of heat exhaustion: water depletion. Signs include excessive thirst, weakness, headache, and loss of consciousness. Salt depletion. These are all the main causes of heat exhaustion. And next one, sweating, tired, irritable, thirsty, lethargic, slightly headache, nausea, dizzy or weak, may have slightly elevated body temperature. These are all the signs and symptoms of exhaustion: irritable, thirsty, lethargic, headache, nausea, weakness, in slightly elevated body temperature. And after that, treatment: remove from source of heat and rehydrate with drinking water, water juice, or sport drinks. And after that, remove sweaty clothing, fan or gently cool the skin with wet towels or ice packs. Avoid alcohol, caffeinated and or carbonated. If vomiting occurs, get an ambulance. Next one, stroke. Heat stroke is a condition caused by your body overheating. If when our person body gets overheat, then heat stroke will occur. Okay, elevated body temperature, very tired, weakness, sweating, severe headache, red hot, dry skin. These are all the main symptoms and signs of heat stroke. It is most serious. Okay, if a person may suffer with heat stroke, have the person lie down and give fluids, apply cold compress, and use a fan to lower the temperature and elevate feet. And after that, the sudden death of brain cells due to lack of oxygen caused by blockage of blood flow or rupture of an artery to the brain. Sudden loss of speech, weakness, paralysis of one side of the body can be a symptoms of this heat stroke. Okay, and next one, cardiopulmonary resuscitation. Already we learned about this CPR in previous classes. And once go through it, airway, place them on their back carefully so as to not cause any injury. And next one, open their airway and head back and lifting their chin upwards. This will remove the tongue from blocking the airway. And next one, keep the airway open. Breathing, check the breathing by looking, listening, and feeling for air. And after that, if they are not breathing, give them 2 breaths, allowing the air to come out in between. And next one, circulation. Circulation means start CPR if needed. It is 30 compressions and 2 breaths. Continue till again the person may get normal breath. This is about CPR. And after that, poisoning. A poison is a substance. A poison is a substance which enters the body and can cause illness or death. Okay, it is a substance which is enters into the body and cause death or illness. It may act within a matter of seconds, example carbon monoxide, or a matter of years, car pollution. There are 4 basic ways in which poison can enter the body by swallowing, breathing, injecting, or absorbing. Okay, any of these methods can be life threatening. There are 4 routes of poisoning: inhalation, ingestion, and absorption. Inhalation, ingestion, and absorption. Ingested poisons. What are all the ingested poisons? Examples for ingested poisons are bad food, household cleaners, perfumes, nail polish remover, etc. If the person is having trouble breathing, is convulsing, is unconscious, or is convulsing, that means any seizures will be present, or unconscious, is in pain, call the ambulance immediately. If the person appears to be fine but you want to make sure, call your doctor or local hospital. Make sure you do not induce vomiting. Okay, because you are told to do so by a physician, as some substances are corrosive and may burn on the way up. Do not give anything to drink unless instructed by a physician. And after that, always keep cleaners and chemicals high up so children cannot access them. Ingested poisons are any bad food, household cleaners, that means phenol, Lysol, detergents, any detergents, and perfumes, nail polish remover. These are all the ingested poisons. Breathed poisons means any fumes, smoke, household cleaners, industrial products. These are all breathed poisons. Fresh air is the immediate first aid treatment. Okay. Be aware of carbon monoxide solutions. Okay, CO. Never mix cleaners unless it specifies on the container. Never use chemicals in poorly ventilated areas. And after that, seek medical help for the person immediately. And if the detector begins to sound, you need to leave the house immediately and call the fire department for the neighbor's house. Carbon monoxide poisoning makes you feel sleepy and drowsy and can have an effect in a matter of minutes, so you aren't aware. of what is happening. Okay, this carbon monoxide is very dangerous because there is no oxygen will be there with carbon monoxide. That's why we must aware of that. After that, injected poisons, needles, broken glass, mosquitoes, spider bites, bee stings, etc. These are all the injected poisons. As soon as possible, remove the object from the skin, clean the area thoroughly with soap and water. If an allergic reaction occurs or you believe there is a risk of infection, so you must seek medical help. If the bite insect or mosquito will be stick, the skin will be redness, bluish discoloration will be there, and bleeding also comes from that injured site. What is absorbed poisons? These are the poisons which enter the body through the skin but do not cause a puncture. Some examples are household cleaners, industrial products, poisonous plants. Remove the substance as soon as possible by using large amounts of water. And after that, there are some chemicals that will react more with water, but if you leave them on the skin, they will react anyway with skin moisture. You must seek medical help. And some more household poisons can harm babies and children are, you must keep away from the children's and babies. Nail polish remover, lipstick, and after that, vitamins or other supplements, cleaning supplies, that means bleaching powder, phenol, acid, these all aerosols, and poisons used for insect and pest control, soaps, dishes, hands, clothes, smoke from smoking. After that, these are all under poison. Absorbed poisons are there, injected poisons are there, and injected poisons, inhaled poisons, and ingested. Okay, these are all about poisoning, so we must aware of this poison. After that, foreign body in ice. Foreign body means any dust particles or any germs or any dust particles, any microorganisms inside your eyes. We must careful that. What are the signs and symptoms and management of the foreign bodies in ice? Foreign body in the ice may be just dust, small particles of wood, stone, coal, glass, or an insect. Some examples of these are any wound. If the person may get wound, if a person may have an injured part, in that part there may be fungus will be there or any infection will be there, so that may be a foreign body or any dust particles enter in that, they may be stick it, so we must care about that. That's why in hospitals sterile dressing will be done. And after that, what are the signs and symptoms? Pain, redness, and burning tears. Management. Pull down lower lid and remove unattended object with clean tissue if it lies on its inner surface of lower lid. And after that, if object has not been located, pull upper eyelid forward and down over lower lid. Object can be removed from surface of upper eyelid by turning lid back over a swab stick or similar object and lifting off the foreign body with a clean tissue. After that, finally flush the eye with water. Take patient to hospital emergency room. Keep victim from rubbing the eye. For chemical burns, flood eyes with water. And after that, foreign body in the nose. Usually peas, beans, piece of pencil are put into the nose by children. What are the signs and symptoms? Uncomfortable and pain, itching, inability to breathe. Management. Make the victim to sit. Ask the victim to breathe through mouth to prevent foreign body to aspirate into respiratory tract from nose. Make the patient sneeze by passing the end of a piece of the thread in the opposite nostril. Do not attempt to remove it with a pin or a hook. Seek medical help. We must seek medical help. If any bad situation, we must seek medical help. After that, foreign body in the ears. Peas, beans, piece of slate pencil can be pushed by children during play. Sometimes insect also may also can be present. Pain blocked ear and ringing in the ear. Ringing sensation will be there. Put warm oil in the ear to float out an insect. Do not attempt to remove any other form of foreign body as the tympanic membrane may be damaged during such attempts. Take the patient to a doctor. And after that, foreign bodies in the skin. Small foreign bodies, wood splinters, shards of glass usually cause mine or puncture wounds with little or no bleeding. If the foreign body is deeply embedded in a wound, it not be removed by a first aider. It may cause further injury. Examples are there may be small splinters of wood, metal, or glass in the skin, particularly of the hands, feet, knees, are common injuries. What is the management? Clean the area around the splinter with soap and water and sterilize a pair or tweezers by passing them through a flame. Squeeze the wound to encourage a little bleeding. Apply an adhesive dressing plaster. This is foreign body in throat. This is most common with children. A marble, a seed, coin, weed, or a button may get stuck in the air passage. In adults too, food may go down the wrong way and cause choking. What is meant by choking? Asphyxia due to obstruction in windpipe. What are the signs and symptoms? Difficulty in breathing, talking, and swallowing. Treatment. Ask them if they are choking. Ask them if you can help. Step behind them and do abdominal thrust. Continue until the food comes out or until they become unconscious. If the food comes out, make them comfortable and activate ambulance if they need it. If they become unconscious, carefully lay them on the ground. Get someone to call for an ambulance. Perform a tongue jaw lift. Check the mouth for the food. Okay, these are all the steps to unconscious choking. Okay, foreign bodies in the eyes, ears, nose, and mouth, skin, throat. And till now we discussed about first aid. The first aid chapter is completed. Once go through it. If any doubts are there, you ask me. Thank you everyone.